on their venture towards the state championship, it was not enough to beat county rivals Kings Mountain. It was not enough to beat county rivals Burns. It was not enough to beat county rivals and to be the county champions and beating Shelby. To have bragging rights that we beat everybody in Cleveland County. Are you with me? But that was not enough. Those coaches had to get behind those players and say to them, that's not our goal. They went on and they won the conference championship. But the coaches says, listen, boys, that's not our goal. Our goal is to go to Raleigh and not just get there, but to win. I watched those boys from South Point all the way down to the end, ending with South Point, to win the regional, to go to the state. Now stay with me now. And when they won the regional, the coaches still said to the players, that's not our goal. Our goal is to go to Raleigh. And when they got to Raleigh, I could hear the coaches saying, we was here last year. And our goal was to win, but we came up a game short. But my brothers and sisters, we noticed that Crest went on and won the state championship. Now what are you saying, preacher? I could hear Paul as being a child of God. I could hear Paul as being a child of God and saying that I am saved through by the grace of God. I am saved. But I know that I have not arrived yet. I am saved. I know about the resurrection. I want to know more about his suffering. I want to know more about his resurrection. I want to know more about his fellowship. So you see, my brothers and my sisters, Paul said, I'm saved. A lot of us get satisfied with just being saved. We get saved, we go home, we sit down, and we said, I'm on my way to heaven anyhow. But I stopped by to tell you that that's not your goal, just to get saved. Paul says that I press on. Paul says that I want the fellowship. I want to know something about the fellowship of Jesus Christ. I want to be able to know something about sitting down and having a little talk with Jesus. I want to know something about his suffering. I want to know something about where he came from. I want to know something about what he had to put up with. I want to know something. I want to fellowship. I want to talk to the Lord. I want to talk to him. I want to know all I can know about the Lord. So he says, brethren, I do not count myself to have apprehended. In other words, I'm saved, but I hadn't got to where I want to be. I know that I got my hand in God's hand, but one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind me. Paul knew Green Bethel that he had a past. I don't know about some of you in here, but some of us live like all we got is today and tomorrow. Live life and try to tell people that we don't have, Brother Wallace, a past. But Paul could tell you, yes, I got a past. Let me tell you something about my past. I used to be a persecutor of the children of God. As a matter of fact, when I was saved, I was on the Damascus Turnpike. And while I was on the Damascus Turnpike, going down to bind up all of those that was calling on the name of the Lord, my pass. I got a pass. And if you would tell the truth, you too got a pass. And you see, the thing about it, you may not be proud of your past, but you got a pass. And Paul says, yes, I was a persecutor of the church, past tense. But I want you to know that, but one thing I do now, forgetting about those things which are